Hello, everybody. Challenger here, and I'm super excited to bring you another quick tip episode. Now, with school starting very soon, this quick tip episode is going to be a little bit of a different nature. Instead of it being on some sort of episode or on some sort of tip on how you can be better at Minecraft, I decided to do one on how you can be a better student in school and how you can help you raise up some of your grades. Now, the first thing that you have to understand about school is that first impressions really do matter, especially when it comes to teachers, or at least that's how I view them. So, to do that, just make sure you get on your teacher's good side pretty much the first day of school and then try to maintain your good side. But generally, first impressions really do help you in school. It can just get you a little bit more understanding and sometimes and might help you give a little bit of leeway when grades actually start coming in. Now, there is kind of multiple levels of this, but so just respect your teacher and they will be more willing to help you out in the long run. Also, major thing that you have to understand is study. Don't It doesn't matter how smart you view yourself to be, you constantly have to study and you have to study for school. Granted, you might be in calculus, physics, Spanish 3, and yeah, psychology, which apparently I am, and but still, you have to study. You have to study. You have to study to make your grades. There's really no easy 100% grade that you can possibly get in school, with the exception of paint by numbers, in which case, if you do not paint by the numbers, I kind of start to worry about you there. But really, so just pay attention, study in school, and you'll pretty much be set off for a really good day, a really good year in school. However, if you start to have troubles in schools, another good tip is don't be afraid to ask help. Teachers are there to help you, and if you ask for help, they won't look at any less of you. Well, more often than not, but this is true. So, just keep that in mind. It really does. It honestly, you need help no matter how old you are or how smart you view it. You need help at some time or another, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Also, make friends. This might seem kind of obvious or counter logic or whatnot, but the most best thing you can probably do for school is to make friends and make sure you have close friends. The reason why this plays into effect, if you're because let's say that you forgot to write down your homework that you need for tomorrow, and hey, you can just call up your friends on Facebook and ask them if they got the homework worksheet number or whatnot that you have to do, or what the problem set is, or you can ask them for help when you get stuck on a problem. Also, what you can do to really help you out is be prepared for anything and everything. When a teacher asks you to bring a book every day to class, do it until you know that the teacher doesn't want you to bring your book to every day to class. Just do what the teacher told you and be prepared for what the teacher might ask of you or what they tell you to do. And that's really, and then, no. And then what you also really need to understand is you do have to take a little bit of initiative when it comes to school. Get out there, get out there, check out everything, and really get out there. Well, really understand what's going on. Clubs are great. Clubs will help you out with this. Also, sports are really good. If you're looking to get into college, then of course you have to get a shoe load sports and clubs, and X number of community service hours that you need for some probable scholarship that you probably will never see, but still, it's a good idea to go after them anyway. And currently looking for my next jump. Oof, ouch. But really, that's really what it comes to school. School's just as soon as you can make an understanding about school, then school becomes 10, 20, 30 times easier, and then you'll do so much better. I would sometimes say that trying to impress your teacher will help you out with first impressions, but don't be that one guy in the class that has to be the essay all the time and correct all the teachers. Most teachers really do not like that, but if you do it occasionally on really some interesting points, then it can kind of win you some brownie points from time to time. Also, reading. Reading is extremely helpful, and yes, I do understand reading is a part of studying, but if you actually just sit down and sometimes read your textbook, even though the teachers might not recommend, even though the teachers may not require you read the textbook, I would highly recommend that you read the textbook from time to time. It'll really help you out, and it'll really give you a higher understanding of the course and of the class. There's just some things that the teachers that are in the textbook that the teachers just don't give you normally. Like, you might be able to look at some obscure term that might show up on a multiple choice test, but the teacher really didn't cover it. So instead of being like one of the other whiny students in the class, you might actually get the question correct. Well, I believe that these are some of my views on school, and I hope you have a wonderful first day of school. Remember, like and subscribe. Challenger out.